Welcome to FinMet Mondays, your number one podcast for all things gold.
A very good morning to all of our listeners, and thank you so much for joining the podcast. What we have for you today is a breakdown of the price movement of gold for last week. We also have Prem Nath from FinMet, who's going to help us understand a little bit more about the IBX contract and certain questions that we received about the IBX contract specifically. So thanks, Prem, for joining us. Starting off with gold, one of the things that we've seen is gold has hit 2.5-year lows because of treasury yields and the dollar index shooting through the roof. And I think it's the writing is on the wall. We expected this to happen. We didn't expect so much follow through selling as well, but we can see probably that continuing this week as well. On the technical charts, we're noticing that the 1620 to 1610 range on the in the US spot gold is where we are likely to see the next support, is where we might see a bounce back from a long-term perspective in gold markets. And on the upside, we are seeing that the 1670 to 1680 is the first level of resistance for the metal as well, beyond which we can expect some bullish momentum to continue and strengthen. That's more about the price movement of gold. We have Prem with us. So, Prem, we've received a lot of questions, and maybe we can start off with one of the most pressing ones, which was can gold be imported from IIBX under CEPA with the duty concession of 1%?
Gold can be imported from IABX under duty concession under the agreement of CEPA with UAE and India, and only the qualified jewelers can import such gold under CEPA. So qualified jewelers can import for themselves if they are holding TRQ license, and qualified jewelers can also import the gold under CEPA for other TRQ holders like a nominated agency. This has been notified by the DGFT also, and it can be imported.
And what would you say the initial reaction to the launch of the IBX contract has been? How has the market been warming up to the new contract, and has there been a lot of activity?
You see, so far, contract trading has already been started on for T plus zero, because this is a contract T plus zero to begin with. There is a contract of um, for kilo bar and also 100-gram bars and UAE good delivery bars. So some UAE good delivery bars is just to begin with, but the other two contracts, I understand this has already been started and done decent volume, but to begin with. But there are certain teething issues are there which are being resolved from time to time.
What do you think would be the pros and cons of importing gold either from IIBX or rather through the nominated agencies under the consignment model?
You see, in the consignment model, which is for which the gold is imported from the foreign suppliers. Generally, the gold is imported on consignment basis, on unfixed basis, for generally for a period of 30 days. And as and when the jeweler or the bullion trader, their client comes in, they fix the price with nominated agency. Nominated agency in turn fix with the supplier. Generally, this is for spot basis or deferred basis or forward basis or gold metal loan basis. So all these four possibilities are there. Whereas in case of the IAPX, there is one contract T plus zero. The supplier must have the BDR in place with the clearinghouse, and the customer, those who want to buy BDR, must have the funding for the same in advance before entering into any trade on the IAPX. Only qualified jewelers can trade on the IAPX so far as the domestic supply of gold from IAPX is concerned. So costing wise, there is a presumption that costing wise IIBX should be lower as compared to the consignment model, because the costing of logistics should be lower. And but there are other nominal costs are there for the transaction fee or the exchange fee, etc. But overall, we hope that it should bring in more transparency, and because trading through the exchange, anybody can, and only all trading members can buy and sell gold in that.
Thanks,
Right.
Prem. Thank you so much for throwing some light on, clarifying these details for us. So let's look forward to it, and yeah, see you next Monday.
Thank you.